Dubai was never supposed to look like this. Skies turned black. Thunder ripped through the towers. In seconds, roads vanished, cars stalled, and the city of gold began to drown. This isn't rain. This is chaos. Water floods highways, airports freeze, flights stop, and traffic collapses. Lightning cuts the skyline. Sirens echo through submerged streets. One moment, life was normal. The next, Dubai was fighting water it couldn't control. Nature didn't knock, nature took over. This is chaos in Dubai, currently here in Jira Beach Road to Super Bahapo. Dubai and the wider United Arab Emirates are facing intense and highly unusual weather conditions as heavy rainfall continues across the region. The prolonged storm has triggered widespread flooding. Disrupted daily life and prompted urgent safety warnings from authorities. Meteorological services report unstable atmospheric patterns affecting multiple emirates, including Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and northern areas, with rainfall levels far exceeding seasonal averages. In Dubai, torrential downpours have overwhelmed drainage systems, leaving major roads and residential streets submerged. Traffic movement has slowed dramatically, with several areas experiencing temporary closures as water accumulates across key routes. Numerous vehicles have been stranded in floodwaters, and drivers are being urged to avoid unnecessary travel as emergency crews work to manage the situation. Low visibility, slick road surfaces, and hidden hazards beneath standing water continue to pose serious risks. Authorities have deployed emergency response teams across the city to assist with water removal, traffic control, and public safety. Specialized units are operating continuously to clear flooded zones and monitor vulnerable locations. Residents have been advised to remain indoors whenever possible and to avoid flood-prone underpasses, tunnels, and low-lying streets where water levels can rise rapidly without warning. Public transportation services have also been affected. Several inner-city bus routes have been temporarily suspended due to unsafe driving conditions, while ferry services between coastal areas have been halted as a precaution against rough seas and strong winds. Commuters are being encouraged to check transport updates and plan accordingly, as service disruptions may change depending on weather conditions. The government offices across affected areas have implemented remote work measures to reduce commuter exposure during the storm. Private sector companies have been encouraged to follow similar practices, prioritizing employee safety while weather conditions remain unstable. Schools, outdoor venues, and public recreational areas have been closed in multiple locations to prevent accidents caused by slippery surfaces and floodwater. Dubai International Airport has gradually resumed operations after earlier disruptions, though some delays and cancellations persist. Travelers are advised to verify flight status before departing for the airport, as weather-related impacts may still affect schedules. Stoplight. Airport authorities continue to monitor conditions closely to ensure passenger safety and operational stability. Beyond Dubai, the heavy rainfall has caused serious damage in other parts of the country. Structural collapses and flash flooding have been reported in certain areas, underscoring the dangers posed by saturated ground and strong winds. Emergency services remain on high alert as they respond to incidents and assess damage to infrastructure. Marine conditions have deteriorated along the coast, prompting the suspension of ferry and small vessel operations. Okay, this is how you do it. You're not going to. Authorities have warned against recreational boating and coastal activities until conditions improve, citing unpredictable waves and strong currents. To assist residents affected by flooding, digital services have been introduced to streamline damage reporting. Motorists whose vehicles were damaged by floodwaters can now submit documentation online, reducing the need for in-person visits and easing insurance claim procedures during the emergency period. Okay, heat. Although rainfall intensity has eased in some locations, further showers and isolated thunderstorms remain possible. Officials stress that conditions can change quickly and that continued caution is essential. Drivers are reminded that even shallow water can conceal open drains, debris, or uneven surfaces, making floodwater extremely dangerous. Emergency services remain fully mobilized, operating around the clock in coordination with municipal authorities, police and transport agencies. Continuous monitoring and rapid response efforts are focused on protecting lives, minimizing damage, and restoring normal conditions as quickly as possible. Residents are urged to stay informed through official updates, follow all safety guidance, and avoid unnecessary risks until the storm system fully clears the region. Residents across Dubai have reported sudden flash flooding in neighborhoods that are not typically affected by heavy rain, highlighting how extreme and unpredictable the weather system has become in several districts. Water levels rose within minutes, entering parking areas, ground floor spaces, and service roads. Emergency hotlines received a surge of calls as people sought assistance for stalled vehicles, blocked exits, and flooded properties. Urban infrastructure has been placed under exceptional stress as drainage networks struggle to cope with the volume of rainfall. Its municipal teams are prioritizing critical zones, such as hospitals, power facilities, and major transport corridors, to ensure essential services remain operational. Temporary pumping stations have been deployed in heavily impacted areas to accelerate water removal and prevent further escalation. Weather experts note that such rainfall events are rare for the region and reflect a broader pattern of increasingly volatile weather affecting traditionally arid areas. The convergence of moist air masses and unstable atmospheric conditions has created storms capable of producing intense downpours in short periods, overwhelming systems designed for far lighter precipitation. Heat.